Welcome to Kansas City. Little father-son baseball on the kids' field here at Kauffman Stadium. We're inside Kauffman Stadium for Game 3 of the three-game series between the Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball, and a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Well, the Red Sox with a tough loss last night. Not only did they lose the game, but they lost a couple of key players along the way.
Well, they did, Don. First of all, it was Pablo Sandoval on a play at third base where he went to apparently try to tag a runner at third base and then turned his ankle on a throw to first base that went awry. So he left the ballpark last night in a boot, and he also came to the ballpark this morning with that same boot on. They say he is day-to-day. And also Blake Swihart last night on a terrific play by Eric Hosmer at first base. He goes to third. Swihart slides in. He turns an ankle. He also is day-to-day, according to John Farrell. Now, what happens today if the Red Sox need a catcher? I asked Farrell about that. Sandy Leon's going to get the start in the ball game, but other than that, it's going to be Mike Napoli who will be doing the backup, doing the catching today if they need an extra catcher.
So the Red Sox still with a chance to win this series today. They send Wade Miley to the mound. It's a matchup of a couple 6-game winners. Wade Miley comes in at 6-6. Chris Young comes in at 6-2 with a 1.98 earned run average. It's the Fountains. It's Kauffman Stadium, and we're back with more after this. Three today. Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Toyota's website for deals via Toyota.com. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox. Nissan. Get to Nissan's right of your life for exciting performance and bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at Southwest.com. Welcome back to Kansas City as we prepare for Game 3 of the series between the Red Sox and the Royals. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Very happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And, of course, keep dads in the game. The initiative for Major League Baseball, across Major League Baseball, all 30 teams. You're going to see a lot of blue today as, of course, they try to raise awareness for prostate cancer. A big day here from Kansas City. And with more, here's Garrett Austin.
Thanks, Don. It's Father's Day here at the ballpark. We see a lot of dads coming in with their kids. Some of the players were calling their dads and talking with their kids on the phone this morning. And since they all can't be with their families today, some of the players had some special Father's Day wishes to share.
Hi, everyone. David Ortiz right here. I just want to wish everyone happy Father's Day. It's a wonderful day, especially for all those responsible fathers out there that get the job done. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all those fathers. Give you all the support to his sons, daughters, all his kids, to support him and give you the best for sure. So to all the kids, love him. I'm a father too, so happy Father's Day to all those dads.
Just want to wish my dad a happy Father's Day, all the dads out there. Dad, thanks for all the sacrifices you made for our family, and love you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Wish you the best, and thank you for everything that you've done. I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to my dad, to all the fathers out there. I've recently become a father, and I certainly have a newfound appreciation for what it means to be a parent and to have an incredible love for a child. So thank you to all the dads for everything that you've done.
Hey, Dad, Happy Father's Day. Love you, bro. Appreciate everything you do. God bless you and just the godly man you are. Love you, man.
Pastor Mark, just want to say Happy Father's Day. Love you. Wish I could see you more often.
A lot of dads are here at the ballpark with their kids today. First pitch is coming up after these messages.
Anticipate this is a DL situation for either at this point, but unlikely that either are available today. It's 24 hours or so, but hopefully this is short term for both guys.
Well, a tough loss last night in a couple of different ways. Not only did the Red Sox lose and the rest of the division win, but the Red Sox losing a couple of key parts to their starting lineup, as the Red Sox with a chance to win this series here against the Royals with a victory today, as the Red Sox get ready for the finale of the road trip as well. Well, the Royals have taken the field, so let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. Brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers. Mookie Betts leading it off and in center field with Brock Holt at third base batting second. Dustin Pedroia back in there again at second base with David Ortiz the DH. Hanley Ramirez in left field with Xander Bogaerts at shortstop batting sixth after having last night off. Mike Napoli slides down to 70s at first base with Alejandro De Aza in right field batting eighth, and Sandy Leon does the catching and bats ninth. The Royals starting pitchers presented by New England Nissan dealers. The tall right-hander Chris Young making his 15th appearance of the year, 9th start of the season. 6-2 with a 1.98 earned run average in 59 innings. He's got 39 Ks to 16 walks, and opponents hitting at 180 against Chris Young. Last time out, 7 shutout innings, striking out 3 along the way against the Milwaukee Brewers on Tuesday.
The Royals defense is brought to you by DraftKings. They are 7th in the league with 35 errors on the season. Christian Colon will be at third base. Alcides Escobar the shortstop. Omar Infante at second. Eric Hosmer the first baseman. Left to right, Alex Gordon, Lorenzo Cain, and Alex Rios. And Drew Butera does the catching for Chris Young.
Today's umpires are brought to you by Buick. Experience a new Buick lineup during this year's Sign and Drive. See your local Buick dealer today. Alfonso Marquez has the plate with Dan Bellino at second base. Tom Hallion, the crew chief, at second. And it is Bruce Treckman at third base for the umpires today. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Cloud covered to begin the ball game today. Temperature at 84 degrees. Breeze from right to left at 9 miles per hour. Had some ominous clouds in the area, and there is a chance for showers throughout the day. So hopefully the precipitation will stay away here. But right now, not too bad. Cloud covered as we get it started. Lights are on here at Kauffman Stadium for the finale of this series. Now the Red Sox, with the loss here last night, have now dropped to 30-40 on the year. And a result of some winning going on in the American League East last night, the Red Sox have now get into double figures behind the Tampa Bay Rays in the American League East. Red Sox 10 games back of Tampa Bay. As you see, the American League East right now still bunched up with the exception of the Red Sox as they have drifted 10 games back. Now Chris Young ready here to deal with Mookie Betts. Get it started. Betts at 271. 7 home runs and 31 runs batted in. Led off the game last night with a home run. First pitch of the ball game is outside for ball one, and we're underway. Now Chris Young, look at his arsenal. 61% fastballs, 37% breaking balls. And a grounder slowly towards shortstop. Escobar bare hands and throws in time. Nifty play turned in by Alcides Escobar.
A very nice play to start this game off by Escobar, going to the bare hand on a ball that was going pretty quickly toward him. Plays it off the grass, and a nice play by Escobar to start this game. The Royal shortstop. I didn't think he was going to go to the bare hand, but he knew the speed of Mookie Betts, knew he had to do that, and he did.
One down here in the first inning and brings up Brock Holt. Brock up over 300 at 310 to start the day. 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. That's today's Cold Hard Facts are brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. 413 average during the day for Brock Holt. Second best in Major League Baseball. Miguel Cabrera leading in that category. 423, the minimum of 50 plate appearances. Center fielder Lorenzo Cain over towards right center on Holt.
Chris Young obviously very, very tall and works to that downward plane with his fastball, the breaking ball, and an occasional changeup, as we showed you on the graphic.
Falls behind Holt here, 3-1. 6'10", 260 pounds big. 36 years old from Dallas, Texas. 9th start of the year here for the Royals, and that's a strike. Full count. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck, one down. Bases empty here in the first inning. Holt will send one out towards left center field, and that'll get in for a hit. Kane quickly over to cut it off. Holt's thinking two, through going to second base, but in there safely standing is Brock Holt. A one-out double.
Well, Brock Holt thinking double right out of after contact. He was going hard down that first base line. He saw the ball might catch the gap and was thinking about two bases. Now, if Kane makes a great play, he has to stop at first base. But the way Kane had to make the play, Brock Holt knew he could get into second base with the double. See that ball slicing away? Kane makes a nice backhanded play, but by the time he turns around, Brock Holt turns it on, and he's on his way to second base to get into scoring position.
One out runner at second base for Dustin Pedroia, who takes strike one.
That fastball only 87 that time from Chris Young.
3-0-1 for Pedroia. 9 homers, 28 runs batted in. Dustin returning to the Red Sox lineup last night. 0 for 5 in the game. And he pops this up into shallow right center field. Alex Rios will get there for the second out of the first inning. No advance for Brock Holt. Two down for David Ortiz. He was ejected from last night's game.
And also ejected the umpire last night, too.
Technically for arguing balls and strikes with Bruce Streckman was from a very long way away. Some 90 feet to be exact from home plate to first base.
There's a couple of items we talked to John Farrell about this morning, and the Ortiz incident was one of them. And John said, you know, it's hard to go out there and argue for a guy when he throws his back toward the home plate area. He says you got to go out and protect your player. He says, but you know that was not the proper thing to do by David Ortiz. The other thing I question about today too. Remember, early in the game was critical about the fact that Mookie Betts was sacrificing. They're not playing for a big inning, and he said, "Yeah," he said, "that's just a young guy being a young guy." He says, "I didn't put on a bunt sign. We didn't want him bunting. We wanted him swinging away in that situation because he's been so hot." That's it's just learning the game of baseball for Betts.
2-0 pitch is lined towards right center field. Lorenzo Cain coming over, and he'll get there. Good speed by Cain. Red Sox leave Holt at second base. Done with half an inning. No score. Father's Day from Kansas City. The Red Sox and Royals head to the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. 14th start for Wade Miley, 6-6, 4.88 earned run average. Alcides Escobar trying to bunt his way on, but it'll go foul. Kicked off that inseam of the grass and went foul. Well, last time out for Miley Tuesday against the Atlanta Braves. Got a win. 6 1/3, giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. Struck out 8. Much better lineup here in Kansas City than he faced last time out. It'll be a good test today. Here's a one hopper to Pedroia at second base, and Escobar retired. Check out the Royals lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Just saw Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, with Lorenzo Cain in center field. Eric Hosmer at first base. Kendrys Morales moves up. He's the DH with Mike Moustakas getting the day off. Alex Gordon is in left with Alex Rios in right. Omar Infante at second base bats 7th with Christian Colon at third base batting 8th. And Drew Butera catches the day game after the night game. One out here in the last of the first inning for Lorenzo Cain. Get a feel for Cain's speed out there in the outfield. He was in left center and made the catch look easy in right center on David Ortiz's flyout to end the top half of this inning. Little dribbler foul, and it's 0-2. The arsenal for Wade Miley. Has got a career 1-1 record, but a higher earned run average against Kansas City, 7.71. Did he go? No. It's his first base umpire, Dan Bellino.
Miley tries a high changeup that time, and almost a go from Cain, but not quite.
On deck, Eric Hosmer. Royals batting here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little slip there at the end for Miley in the landing area.
Miley has faced the Royals a couple of times in his career. 1-1 record with a 7.71 ERA in those starts.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Cain. First K of the day for Wade Miley.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They're 9th in the league with 42 errors on the season. Brock Holt will be at third base. Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second, and Mike Napoli, the first baseman. Left to right, Hanley Ramirez, Mookie Betts, and Alejandro De Aza. Sandy Leon doing the catching for Miley.
2 down for Eric Hosmer. Liner to center field. It's in for a base hit. Didn't wait around. Took a hack at the first pitch he sees as a 2-out single to center.
Came into the game a .296 hitter, pushing 300, an excellent first baseman. We have seen examples of that in this series over the weekend. Terrific first baseman.
There is Kendrys Morales, the DH. Hitting at .286, 8 homers, 45 runs batted in for the Royals. He had a go-ahead 2-run home run in the 5th inning of last night's game on his birthday. Throw to first, and look at that good move for Hosmer. You just got to look at it for the first time.
Yeah, certainly the scouting reports will tell you about the move. They know he has a good move, and you'll probably see a lot of very short leads at first base with Miley on the mound.
Over the umpire's head, Tom Hallion and into center field. Back-to-back base hits to center with 2 outs here in the inning.
That's a 5-game hitting streak now for Morales as he takes a line shot back through the middle. And you're right, Tom Hallion, the second base umpire, had to duck. Fastball out over the middle of the plate at 92 miles an hour and right over Hallion's head.
Two on, 2 down, and Alex Gordon coming up. 278 homers and 31 runs batted in for the Royals left fielder. That his 10-game hitting streak come to an end last night, going 0 for 3 in last night's game. Did reach, though, with a walk. Ranked 7th in the American League in on-base percentage at .385. See the numbers with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. (2-0).
Has the most at bats of anybody on this team against Miley. He's 1 for 6 against him.
Hosmer at second base, Morales at first base, 2 down in the inning. Gordon with a swing and a foul tip. Rios waiting on deck. 2 down, 2 on here in the last of the first inning. Alex Gordon has always done well against the Red Sox in his career, a .343 hitter against Boston. That's in 48 games. And he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Ball 4, bases loaded. First walk given up by Miley.
Tries the breaking ball there on the 3-1 count and missing inside. So very quickly the bases loaded here with 2 outs. You got 2 quick outs in the inning. Here's the breaking ball that's going to stay inside. Back-to-back hits and a walk loads the bases.
It was after 2 quick outs to begin the inning. Escobar and Kane retired by Miley. Now Alex Rios. 3 for 7 in the series. Ball 1. Rios faced the Red Sox a lot over the course of his career. Of course, when he was in Toronto. 303 average against Boston. Fly ball to center, but it is at Mookie Betts. He'll make the catch, and Miley out of a bases loaded jam in the first inning. We're scoreless after 1. As well as the city of Boston are hosting free Red Sox watch party for kids and families on the Boston Common. Watch the game on the big screen, try your hand at the Steel Home Challenge, and grab some food. It's all free. Ominous clouds off to the left here in Kansas City, and they have uncovered the tarp in between innings, which is never a good sign. Hanley Ramirez leads it off and fouls it back above us into the top deck. Only at 273, 14 homers, 36 runs batted in. Ramirez, Bogarts, and Napoli expected here in the second inning. Royals had a very good opportunity, but Wade Miley out of a big jam in the first inning. Kansas City leaving the bases loaded. High fly ball to deep left field. Alex Gordon going back at the wall. That ball is gone. Home run for Hanley Ramirez. Red Sox take a 1-0 lead on Ramirez's 15th home run of the year.
That ball was crushed by Hanley Ramirez over the bullpen area out there in left field. Hanley gets a fastball from Chris Young, the 5th home run he's allowed this season. Fastball right down the middle of the plate at only 85 miles an hour.
Tail of the tape, 406 feet on the home run by Hanley Ramirez. So the Red Sox out to the 1-0 advantage. Now, for every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Alltown is New England's premier healthier convenience retailer. 1-0 Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts fouls it off to the right, out of play. Xander had last night off. He hits a .285, 3 homers, and 27 runs batted in. One for 5 on Friday night to begin the series. And overall on the road trip that of course started in Atlanta, Bogaerts 2 for 13. Brian Butterfield found the only Red Sox fan over on that left side. Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Bogaerts battling here with nobody out. Red Sox on top 1-0 here in the second inning.
Now, Bogaerts has had a little bit of a sore thumb, and that's one of the reasons he had last night off. I mean, not enough to really keep him out of the lineup. They figured they'd give him a down day.
Popped up right side of the infield. Hosmer, first baseman, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, tonight on an all-new Charlie Moore, Charlie travels to the cornfields of Iowa to meet up with Iowa University wrestling coach Tom Brands. See what happens when the Mad Fisherman visits Iowa tonight at 7 on Charlie Moore Outdoors. One out for Mike Napoli. Napoli 2 for 6 in the series. And ahead in the count now, 2-0. This is the start of last year. The Red Sox 7-2 against Kansas City. There's a strike, 2-1. On that outside corner again. Alejandro De Aza waiting on deck. Napoli will pop it up into shallow right. Alex Rios coming in. Out goes Infante, and it'll be Rios who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Ace Ticket, the official Red Sox ticket partner, is the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway, all with a 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games, including the Yankees. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. 2 down in the second inning. Brings up Alejandro De Aza. Take strike one at the bottom of the zone.
Diaz are getting a lot of playing time recently here for the Red Sox. A lot of starts out in right field for him on this road trip that's gone through Atlanta and now Kansas City.
Set safely in each of his last 4 games, 7 for his last 15. And a fly ball out towards right center field. Back goes Lorenzo Cain. Puts it away. Home run by Hanley Ramirez has given the Red Sox the game's first run. It's 1-0 Boston. Hanley Ramirez has given the Red Sox a 1-0 advantage as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Wade Miley now has a lead. Omar Infante leading it off for Kansas City, and he'll take strike one. The Royals had a very good opportunity in the first inning after Miley got 2 quick outs. Back-to-back base hits and a walk, but got out of the bases loaded jam. Brock Holt on the run and in time, able to get Infante. Take advantage of specially priced Red Sox student tickets. Tickets are available for every Sox game for just $9 for all students 15 and over. Visit redsox.com/students to take advantage of this great offer today. Father's Day from Kansas City. Red Sox and Royals playing the finale of this series. One down for Christian Colon. .271 average, no homers, 4 runs batted in. He came in defensively at shortstop in game 1 of the series and now starts here in game 3. First start since June the 13th for him. This one grounded foul outside of third.
Miley trying that slider down around the ankles, but not biting was Colon on that one. Back to the changeup away, so a slide it in, changeup away, a couple of off-speed pitches. See if he comes back to the fastball here with the count with 2 strikes. There's that changeup away and fouled off by Colon. Fastball inside.
Takes it to left where Ramirez has room and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 down here in the second brings up Drew Butera. 5th start as a Royal today. Came in Friday night, where Salvador Perez was 0 for 1, catching the final 2 innings of Friday night's game. He's played now in 11 games since coming over from the Angels on May 7th. Deal for a minor league infielder, Ryan Jackson. Spent part of last year with the Dodgers, playing in 61 games with the Dodgers. To left field, Ramirez coming in to make the catch on the sinking liner that ends the inning. Miley has a 1-2-3 second. Red Sox lead it 1-0. Ready, it's 1-0. Red Sox have lead over Kansas City. Some ominous clouds. Let's send it down to Garen. Garen.
Thanks, Don. You know, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum here in Kansas City is a must-see for any baseball fan. It tells the stories of the unsung heroes of baseball, and director Bob Kendrick said that it tells a story of triumph in an ugly time in our country's history. Justin Masterson had the chance to go yesterday, and he said it was great to learn the stories that you don't often read about and how the game of baseball can really bring people together. Don?
A great museum here in Kansas City as Sandy Leon leads it off here in the 3rd inning. Always used to see Buck O'Neil here every time we'd come to Kansas City for a number of years, and a lot of Red Sox players make their way over there when visiting here in Kansas City. Justin Masterson did so here. Pitch is high, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Leon strikes out first K for Chris Young.
That's what I call the blind spot right there for the left-handed hitters. That breaking ball that's down and in and off the plate, and you see it, then you lose it. Right about there, you can see Leon trying to follow it to contact, but you can't do it.
Four in a row retired by Young. Back up top here for Mookie Betts. That's grounded out to the shortstop, Alcides Escobar, in the 1st inning. Red Sox have 2 hits, a double by Brock Holt in the 1st inning, and a solo home run by Hanley Ramirez in the 2nd. This is a fair ball down the left field line. Gordon will go dig it out of the corner as Betts heads into second base standing. with a one-out double, third Boston hit of the day.
And Mookie extends a hitting streak now to 9 straight games, picking up his 15th double of the season. Something off speed this time from Young. It looks like it might have been the slider again, down at 81 miles an hour, and a line shot right by Cologne at third base. Bouncing around in the corner, well played out there by Gordon, but a 2-base hit for Mookie Betts.
One out runner at second. Brock Holt coming up. He doubled to the gap in left center field in the first inning. Even with that, they have him aligned to pull as they move Lorenzo Cain into right center, and that gap out there in left center field available for him again.
Yeah, play him to pull in the outfield and shade him to pull in the infield.
Some real dark clouds off to the left. The grounds crew has gathered in behind the tarp. Grounds keeper was pointing out towards that direction like that's coming here. In there for a strike. 2-1 now to Brock Holt. Chris Young making his 5th career start against the Red Sox, 2-1 with a 4.82 earned run average, as Holt fouls it off down the left field line out of play. Opponent's hitting at just 180 against Chris Young coming into this outing today, but Red Sox getting a run off him in the second. Now a one-out double by Betts here in the third.
See the outfield shift now with 2 strikes on Holt. The center field, Cain has moved down toward the left field side of second base. A more defensive swing they expect with 2 strikes.
In the air to center field, Lorenzo Cain has been busy already today. Makes the catch for the second out of the third inning. Tuesday on an all-new Red Sox report, 40 years after one of the greatest World Series ever played. Members of the 1975 Red Sox relive their memories from that magical run. Don't miss the Red Sox report Tuesday at 5.
And we talk so much often about the infield defense, and sometimes we ignore the outfield defense and the shifting that goes on there. And that was a perfect example. Lorenzo Cain was playing Holt to pull until he got 2 strikes. And then he started to shade him to the opposite field. The result, the fly ball right at him. Expect with 2 strikes a little bit less aggressiveness from the hitter.
Here's Pedroia. Dustin flied out to the right fielder Alex Rios in the first inning, 0 for 1. Mookie Betts at second base with 2 outs here in the Boston third inning. Outside for ball 2. Young 4-1 here at Kauffman Stadium with a 2.42 earned run average. On the corner, and it is 2-2.
And you can see right there that Young has to rely on his pinpoint control because, he's not overpowering at all with the fastball. On last fastball at 88 miles an hour.
Pedroia reaches out, protecting the plate, and sends it to right, but right at Alex Rios to end the inning. Red Sox lead Betts at second, but lead it 1-0. Bottom of the third inning. Alcides Escobar leading it off here for the Royals. Grounded out to second base in the first inning. Second time through here for Wade Miley. Miley had a 1-2-3 second inning. Escobar, Kane, and Hosmer scheduled here in the bottom of the third. And it's like playing at night right now. It's gotten so dark here in Kansas City. Ominous dark clouds off to the left. Flashes of lightning off in that direction. Boston-based daily fantasy company DraftKings.com is giving out $300 million in cash prizes. Enter promo code NESSN to play for free. Fly ball center field, sending Mookie Betts back. He will get there to make the catch. Escobar retired for the first out of the inning. Be sure to follow NESSN on Instagram. See all sorts of cool pictures this Red Sox season. Our followers continue to grow every day. Let's see if we can get to 50,000 before the end of the summer. Follow NESSN on Instagram today. One out in the third inning brings up Lorenzo Cain. Cain struck out in the first inning, the only strikeout so far today for Wade Miley. Swing and a miss, down to one knee. Swung so hard.
That's the fastball and has a home run swing and slips. Looks like he slipped on his left foot and just went down to the knee.
Miley falling behind here, 3-1. Full count now. Hosmer waiting on deck. He is one of two Kansas City hits off Wade Miley so far. Down low, ball four, and Miley allows his second walk of his outing.
Now this will be a challenge right now because Cain likes to steal bases. 14 on the season, and of course you have the pickoff move of Wade Miley. This will be a real cat and mouse game between Miley and Cain.
Comes the rain. Fans scurrying for cover. In the dirt and taken off right away is Cain. Here's a throw, and it will be in time. So he didn't hesitate there as he takes off and is thrown out at second base. Able to be thrown out by Sandy Leon. He's got a very good arm.
Yeah, Sandy Leon, that ball get up on him very quickly as he gets it in front of the plate. He backhands it, and then he's able to scoop it. And a late break because the reason is Cain could not see where the ball was. And then once he decided to go, it was a little bit too late. Here's the play at second base. The head first slide, the tag. Bogart's making the out call.
Two down, bases empty. 40th pitch coming up here for Wade Miley.
See Bogarts with the tag and then the out call. Pointing to Cain saying, I got him, he's out.
On the ground, and it's Holt with a bit of a shift on over to his left, and he throws out Hosmer to end the inning. We head to the fourth. It's 1-0 Boston. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead over the Kansas City Royals as we head here into the top of the 4th inning. David Ortiz, Hanley Ramirez, and Xander Bogaerts scheduled to face Chris Young. Ortiz fouling the first pitch backhand out of play. Groundskeeper was out there in between innings talking to the crew chief Tom Hallion. What could be coming. A lot of those clouds seem to be moving. If that's north, I think north, Jared. This is headed deep and far to right field. Off the bat of Big Papi, and this ball is gone.
Yeah, that's headed north.
Big Papi with his 10th home run of the year. Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
Now both home runs hit by the Red Sox today. Hanley Ramirez and now David Ortiz. No doubt about either one of them once they left the bat. A fastball, middle in, and Ortiz has not seen many of those recently where they've been out over the plate or to the inside part of the plate. He just absolutely crushes that ball.
Now Ramirez takes a pitch up high for ball 1. Now David now 476. He moves past Stan Musial and Willie Stargell. Gehrig, Fred McGriff. Next up for David. For every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Alltown is New England's premier healthier convenience retailer. Laced foul. Well, Hanley Ramirez back in the 2nd inning to lead it off. It is 15th home run of the year. Up over the bullpen. Now David Ortiz has added his 10th home run of the year. Red Sox lead it 2-0. Ramirez fouls it back to the screen. Red Sox now with 4 hits in the game, and all of them are extra base hits. Double for Brock Holt, home run for Hanley Ramirez, a double for Mookie Betts, and more recently the home run by David Ortiz. Now swing and a miss. Ramirez strikes out. That's the 2nd strikeout for Chris Young. Batting 100 is no fun, but getting 100 feels great, especially when all you have to do to get $100 is open an Eastern free checking account. Learn more at easternbank.com/free checking. One out in the inning for Xander Bogaerts. Xander popped out to Eric Hosmer at first base in the 2nd inning. Rain falling here in Kansas City. Some of the fans have ducked underneath cover and others with umbrellas.
There's that little slider there by Young that has been fairly effective for him in this game. Both home runs have come on fastballs.
On the ground right side, it's picked by Infante, and Bogaerts is out number 2 of the 4th inning. Well, follow the Red Sox all season with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or your tablet today. Head groundskeeper for the Kansas City Royals been on the phone a while here and in contact with Tom Hallion, the crew chief. Rain falling pretty good right now. As Mike Napoli swinging a foul tip for strike 1. Napoli flied out to the right fielder Alex Rios in the second inning. That's a fly ball to center, sending Lorenzo Cain back a step or two. And he'll put it away to end the inning. But a leadoff home run by David Ortiz puts the Red Sox on top 2-0. Back in rainy Kansas City, where the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. Kendrys Morales leading it off here for the Royals. Morales, Gordon, and Rios to face Wade Miley, who now has a 2-0 advantage. Morales with a single to center field in the first inning. One of two hits off Wade Miley. Both came in the first inning. Now a foul off to the right, out of play. Foul off to the right, out of play. Last night, Kendrys Morales picked up his 8th home run of the year off Rick Porcello. Part of the Kansas City attack last night. Royals taking game 2 of the series. Morales has been the DH this year for the Royals in the absence of Billy Butler. Of course, moving on with the Oakland A's. Major changes for the Royals from their American League Championship team from a year ago.
Yeah, Billy Butler, a very popular player here in Kansas City. Morales, though, a switch hitter.
On the ground down third baseline. It's a fair ball. Long throw for Holt, and can't dig it out. Napoli stretching there trying to dig it out and cannot, and Morales will reach to begin the inning. It's a base hit for Morales.
Of all the plays that Holt would have to make at that position, third base, this is probably the toughest, where you're on the line actually in foul territory. The very long throw to first base. And Napoli does his best to try to keep contact with the bag and grab the baseball, but it just hits the end of the glove and goes away. So the base hit for Morales. He had to jump over Napoli to tag first base.
Lead runner on here for Kansas City brings up Alex Gordon. Gordon walked in the first inning. One of 2 walks given up by Wade Miley so far today. Almost got him. 2-0. Now 50 pitches for Wade Miley. Broken bat, grounder through the right side. Up to second base goes Morales, and Gordon's got a base hit. First two Royals have reached here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
That sounds weird. Broken bat, the barrel of the bat goes out toward Dustin Pedroia at second base, and the baseball goes by Napoli at first base. A curveball that time, and right on the handle. That thing just shatters as it heads out toward the infield. So, first two men on here, nobody out in the fourth inning for the Royals.
Now Alex Rios, who flied out to center field in the first inning, 0 for 1. He came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the first. Now he comes up with 2 on here in the fourth. Swing and a miss. That one biting down and in.
A good breaking ball there by Miley to get ahead in the count 1-2, burying it down around the ankles of Rios.
Bouncing in, blocked nicely by Leon. No advance for the base runners. A single by Morales, a single by Gordon to start this bottom of the fourth inning for the Royals. Close pitch, could have been called a strike. It is a full count now. Miley wanted it.
Yeah, should have been called a strike. Good pitch down and away right there, as you can see, to Rios. That's a pitch a pitcher has to have.
Now instead a 3-2 pitch. And Rios fouls it off to the right.
Rios actually helps him out a little bit there, swinging at possibly ball 4.
On deck, Omar Infante. Rios hits a fly ball to right field. Incoming is De Aza. And he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. No advance for the base runners. Throw goes to second base. At Eastern Bank, being first feels like $100. Just open an Eastern free checking account in the month of June and you'll get $100. Learn more at easternbank.com/free checking. A lot of the crowd has taken off for underneath the overhang here in Kansas City, back onto the concourse. Another big crowd on hand here today, and raining in Kansas City as Infante fouls it back to the screen for strike one.
And we talked about it on Friday night. It's so great to see the fans returning to watch their Royals here in Kansas City. Many long, dry years for them.
Pitch 60 for Miley, and it's a grounder towards second base. Pedroia will touch second, throw to first, and it is in time. Double play.
But maybe.
We'll see. Ned Yost coming up onto the top step of the dugout. Red Sox holding on here on the field. Infante runs pretty well, and we'll see whether or not he beat it out. They are going to challenge it. Looks from there that they may win.
I think you're right, Don. Looked like Infante did beat it at first base. So Pedroia made the right play by taking it itself because he was heading in that direction to second base. I don't know. This has been the road trip of close calls. But I think he did beat it that time.
So he is safe at first. They overturn it. They force out at second base, 4 unassisted. And Morales will take third on the fielder's choice.
Excellent eye there, Donald.
Thank you, Gerald. First and third, 2 down. Christian Colon now has a chance. Flied out to left in the second inning, 0 for 1. For the first, and back to the bag is Infante. Riley going to work on the bottom of his cleats. Raining here for the better part of an inning. Colon takes the strike. Fastball that time from Miley. First and third, 2 down for Kansas City. Ball and a strike now to Colon. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Breaking ball again by Miley. Keep it down in that area right there. You're going to have success. Goes to the slider again down in the zone. Ends up around the ankles, below the ankles.
In the air down the right field line, foul ground. De Aza gives chase, but that's going to land harmlessly off the tarp as Napoli also pursuing that foul fly. So another chance here for Christian Colon.
I tried the breaking ball again that time, but that time leaving it up and out over the plate.
First and third, 2 down. And a liner foul. Bottom of the order, Drew Butera waiting on deck for Kansas City as they bat here in the home half of the 4th inning. Fouls off another. Wade Miley 6-6 with a 4.88 earned run average. 14th start of the year for the Red Sox left-hander. Outside for ball 2. Two hits in the inning so far for the Royals with 2 outs. They got Morales at third and Fonte at first. Ball 3, full count.
See right there, Torey Lovullo telling Napoli to play off the bag a little bit at first base. 3-2 count, runners going, increase your range some.
Colon hits a fly ball to center field. Mookie Betts is there, and he makes the catch. Miley has been out of a couple of jams today. Kansas City's left 5 men on. 2-0 Boston. all season long, Geico will highlight the 1975 Red Sox in honor of their 40th anniversary. In their 71st game of the 75 season, the Red Sox beat the Orioles 5-2. Carl Yastrzemski was 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs for the Red Sox.
And losing pitcher, Jim Palmer. Just thought I'd throw that in.
Alejandro De Aza about to lead it off here for the Red Sox. Sandy León and Mookie Betts. Well, Wade Miley has pitched himself in and out of trouble a couple times today. Miley having thrown 69 pitches through the first 4 innings. Kansas City has left 5 men on base. De Aza gets his second look at Chris Young. Flied out to center, and Lorenzo Cain in the second inning. Tries the bunt, but fouls it off. 0-2.
That ball hit him, Don. He bunted at it. There's no question about that, but did it hit him?
Now De Aza with a pop-up left side of the infield. Christian Colon makes the catch for the first out of the 5th inning. Well, after the 3rd out of this inning, you want to stay with us. Adam Pellerin, Jim Rice, and Steve Lyons will have the mid-5th studio show. It's presented by GMC, and that's coming up at the end of this inning. 1 out in this inning, and it brings up Sandy León. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. 1 of 2 Ks for Chris Young today. John Farrell saying that Mike Napoli would be the emergency catcher today for the Red Sox. Austin also, prior to the game, claimed catcher Eric Kratz off waivers from the Kansas City Royals. Right here in Kansas City, had been designated for assignment by the Royals back on June 11th. Had been on the 15-day DL with plantar fasciitis. Right-handed hitter, appeared in only 4 games with Kansas City this year, 1 start. Spent his year at AAA Omaha, and apparently the Red Sox signing him here with the possibility of a DL for Blake Swihart.
Yeah, we'll have a better idea on both Swihart and Sandoval when we get back to Boston. And when it comes to Tuesday, Red Sox enjoy an off day tomorrow at home. So see what kind of improvement they make during the off day and prior to Tuesday's game against Baltimore.
Pratt's a veteran of 6 major league seasons with Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Toronto, and Kansas City. As León walks, number 9 man taking a walk here with 1 out in the 5th inning.
Pablo before the game with out the boot on, took it off when he got to the ballpark and doing a little light work to see how that ankle feels.
One out, 1 on, and Mookie Betts the batter. Betts grounded out to short in the 1st inning. Doubled to left in the 3rd inning. 1 of 4 Red Sox hits in the game. Now Mookie Betts with his 7th home run of the year here last night, and a losing cause for the Red Sox as it turned out, but led off the game with this. That was off Edinson Volquez. Red Sox had mounted a 4-1 lead at one point. Didn't go, says Dan Bellino, first base umpire. That's with a double in the 3rd. Now a 9-game hitting streak. 545 along the way. for Mookie Betts. In the air to left field, struck pretty well. Alex Gordon going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Mookie Betts, his 8th home run of the year, and the Red Sox take a 4-0 lead. 3rd home run of the day for Boston.
Well, in about the last 15 minutes, the wind shifted and is blowing out toward left field. It got caught up in the wind and just really carried out of this ballpark. A fastball that's up in the zone. The Betts about letter high, and he crushes it. All 3 home runs hit by the Red Sox today have really been hit hard off Young.
That one listed at 426 feet, the tail of the tape. Well, the Royals have had their chances today. They left the bases loaded in the first, left runners at first and third in the fourth. Red Sox with a 4-0 advantage. Now Brock Holt back to the mound, and Young with a nice pick to his left for the second out of the inning.
Fortunate for Chris Young that ball bounced up high and was able to make a play on it. The ball stays low. Very difficult for pitchers. If the ball bounces up high, at least they have a chance.
Now Pedroia sends one out towards left center field. Long run for Alex Gordon, still going, and that ball is going to be up against the wall. Gordon will play the carom as Pedroia into second base with a 2-out double. Drove that to the gap in left center field.
Red Sox making some very, very good, solid contact here against Young. This ball by Pedroia hit a long way, too. It's a great distance, pretty good distance out there to that gap in left center field and in right center field here at Kauffman Stadium.
Two down, Pedroia at second base, and here's David Ortiz. David is fly to center and homer. Solo shot in the fourth inning. 10th home run of the year for David Ortiz. Ball one from Chris Young. Well, back in the fourth inning, David Ortiz getting his 10th home run of the year at the time. But the Red Sox on top 2-0. Now they lead it 4-0 with Pedroia at second base. And that pitch elevated as well. 2-0.
Yeah, first base open right here, and Young being very careful. 2 pitches away from David Ortiz. Certainly Ortiz has the green light here if he wants it.
Four-pitch walk to David Ortiz. Second walk of the inning allowed by Young. And Jason Frazier up in the pen now for Kansas City.
In those situations, like that, you're almost better just putting him on first base because that's what the pitch is trying to do anyway. It's evident that Ortiz is not going to be swinging at pitches out of the strike zone, especially that far out of the strike zone away from him. And that's all that was, an intentional walk. If that makes any sense.
Dave Eiland, the pitching coach out there for Kansas City, very briefly to talk to Young. And Jason Frazier continues to warm up here for the Royals. Brings up Hanley Ramirez. Hanley homered in the second inning, struck out swinging in the fourth. Bounces in for ball one. For Chris Young, the pitching line brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. Came in with a 1.98 earned run average.
I got to be honest with you, Don. Watching his stuff today, I don't know how that's possible.
Check of first didn't go, says Dan Bellino.
It's basically a two-pitch pitcher, the fastball and that little slider, and an occasional, very occasional changeup. Not overpowering by any means.
There's a strike right at the bottom of the zone. Now falling behind Hanley, 3-1. Look at his arsenal today, 75% fastballs. Ball four. Close pitch there, but it's back-to-back walks allowed by Young. Bases now loaded for the Red Sox with 2 outs in the inning. They're checking on Jason Frazier. All 3 walks have come in this inning for Chris Young. He walked Sandy Leon, the number 9 man. He's walked David Ortiz and Hanley Ramirez here. Bases loaded, 2 down, and here is Xander Bogaerts with a chance to break this game open. This season with the bases loaded, 4 for 13 for Xander Bogaerts. And Xander not waiting around. Lines one towards the gap in left center field. That'll get down. Pedroia scores. Ortiz will score. Hanley Ramirez being waved around. He will score. A bases clearing double for Xander Bogaerts. And the Red Sox take a 7-0 lead.
Well, you said it, Don. A base hit here or something here breaks this game open, and that certainly did. A triple in that gap in left center field, and Bogaerts continues to swing the bat very well. 0 for 2 before this at bat, but look how much green he's got out there between Kane and Gordon, and he rolls it all the way to the wall. 3 runs come across. Red Sox have a comfortable lead here in the 5th inning.
And that is the day for Chris Young. As the starter for the Royals is gone, Red Sox have a 7-0 lead from Kauffman Stadium. 7-0. Red Sox have the lead over the Kansas City Royals. That is the day for Chris Young. He ended up throwing 86 pitches. So far charged with 7 runs, responsible for Bogaerts at second base. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Kia. And into the game is Jason Frazier, former Toronto Blue Jays. 24th appearance. 1-0, the 0.44 earned run average. 14 strikeouts, 13 walks, and opponents hitting at 260 against Frazier. Last worked on Wednesday against Milwaukee in a scoreless 9th inning. 5 of 15 inherited runners have scored this year against him. He's got the most appearances of any reliever against the Red Sox right now active. This is his 67th appearance against Boston in his career.
The Toronto Blue Jays, right?
Yes, indeed. Has a 0.73 ERA against the Red Sox since the beginning of 2012. Outside to Napoli, 1-1. Mike has fly to right, fly to center, 0 for 2. 9th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the top of the 5th inning. There are the numbers for Frazier against Boston in his career. Young still responsible for Bogaerts at second base. Three and 1 now to Napoli. Frazier broke into the big leagues in 2004 with Toronto. Briefly went to the White Sox for half a season in 2011, but then back to Toronto. Parts of 2 years in Texas, and now in his second year with Kansas City. Fouled off to the right, full count now.
It's amazing the amount of moving around that those bullpen guys do. All the different teams they play for. Jason Frazier with the fastball, the breaking ball, and a changeup, and a lot of changeups.
Was very good out of the bullpen last year in the postseason for Kansas City. He was 2-0 with a 1.69 earned run average. On the ground to third base, Colon to his left. Napoli is retired, and so are the Red Sox. But the Red Sox have a 7-0 lead. It's time now for the Mid-Fifth Studio Show presented by GMC. Adam? All right, Adam, thanks very much. Back here in Kansas City is Wade Miley back on the hill, and Drew Buterus swinging at the first pitch. It's a fly ball down the left field line. Hanley Ramirez headed into foul ground, and Hanley makes the catch up against the wall. Hanley Ramirez with a good grab in foul ground.
Hanley, how about that play going against the wall to make the catch? Takes a peek, see how much room he's got, and able to reach out and pick that ball off just before it hits the wall. That's about as comfortable as I've seen him look going after a ball that's heading toward the wall in foul territory.
Now 1 out here in the 5th inning, and it brings up Alcides Escobar, the top of the Royals order. Escobar 0 for 2 today. Rounded out to second base, flied out to center. Miley falling behind here, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Escobar. 3rd walk of the day given up by Miley. 1 out, 1 on, and Lorenzo Cain coming up here for Kansas City. Cain struck out swinging in the 1st inning, walked in the 3rd inning. Down and in, a ball and a strike. And Miley last time out against Atlanta, part of this road trip, with 6 1/3, giving up 5 hits and 2 runs. Coming off an outing in which he threw a season high 111 pitches. Also matched his season high of strikeouts at 8. Only 1 strikeout in this outing, and it came back in the 1st inning.
That's because this team very difficult to strike out, the toughest in the American League, and sometimes those off-speed pitches very effective. 2 pitches ago, a very good changeup from Miley.
Little bloop out towards right center field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Up to second base goes Escobar. Throw goes to 3rd, and with 1 out, Royals have runners at 1st and 2nd.
By accident that time by Cain going to the opposite field. I don't think that's what he was trying to do. But the ball slicing off his bat and going in front of De Aza. Got tied up, really got tied up on that pitch that was inside, but able to pick up the base hit.
Two on, 1 away. Eric Hosmer, the batter. And a swing and a miss on a pitch up, a fastball up. Singled to center field in the 1st inning. Grounded out to 3rd base in the 3rd. Just missed inside. First and 2nd, 1 out here for Kansas City in the 5th. And a ground ball to first base. Napoli will go to second base for 1. Miley late to cover. And they're able to get the middleman in Lorenzo Cain for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, for some reason, Miley did not get over the first base. By the time he decided to go, it was too late. There's the ground ball. He spins around. He starts to go now, but he's not going to get there in time for even an attempted throw by Bogaerts. So Bogaerts does the wise thing by putting that ball in his pocket, not throwing it away.
First and 3rd, 2 down, and Kendrys Morales now coming up. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after tonight's game. Adam Pellerin, Jim Rice, Steve Lyons. They'll break down the game, and you'll hear from Wade Miley and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason? Morales 2 for 2. He is single to center, reached on an infield hit to third base. Same spot, 2-0. Fly ball down the right field line. De Aza giving chase, but that's going to get back into the seats.
Talked about the wind earlier. Now it's shifted again, and now it's blowing out toward right field. It's been all over the place here this afternoon. When Mookie hit his home run, it was strong out to left field.
Miley falling behind 3-1 to Morales. Alex Gordon on deck. Morales with a big swing and a miss.
That's that good slide and getting it back down in the zone. That's where he needs it.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Morales. 2 more left on. Now 7 in the game by Kansas City. It's 7-0 Boston. Now, Make Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance.
That was the last strikeout by Miley to end last inning. Back-to-back sliders to get the job done.
$7-0. Red Sox have the lead here over the Kansas City Royals, and a pitch fouled off to the left. Alejandro De Aza leading it off. De Aza has fly to center, popped out to third. Up high, a ball and a strike here to De Aza. Be followed by Sandy Leon and Mookie Betts. Red Sox trying to add on to a 7-0 advantage. Center fielder Lorenzo Cain over towards right center. Gap out there in left center field.
They don't shift as much with 2 strikes with Diaz with the plate because it does pull the ball quite a bit.
Fouls it off to the left, out of play. Final line on Chris Young, the starter today for Kansas City. 4 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Again, he came into today's outing at 6-2 with a 1.98 earned run average.
I don't know, Don, if you just wrap that up to a bad day for Young, but I mean, what I saw today, there's no way. When you look at the numbers for him on the season, a 1.98 before today, just doesn't make any sense with that stuff.
Strike 3 call. De Aza strikes out for the first out of the 6th inning. It's time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Adam? A wild American League East game going on as here the Red Sox enjoy a 7-0 lead over the Kansas City Royals. 1 out in the 6th. Sandy Leon walked his last time up, came around to score the Red Sox 3rd run. .1-0 is popped up foul off to the left, out of play. H.B. Hood salutes the Red Sox Foundation for its commitment to 4,900 accredited charities throughout New England. There for a strike. Much more comfortable here today. Only 76 degrees at game time.
Yeah, cloud covered basically all day from the time we woke up this morning till the present.
Last night, 93 something?
Yeah, it was, and it felt like 99 according to our graphic. We're the only 2 people here in shirt and ties last night as we completely misjudged the weather here in Kansas City.
Classed it up, though, a little bit, you know? If you dress for success, you'll be successful, you know? No? The 1-2 is on the ground foul. Joseph Abuda's glad we're in these suits today, though.
What's that?
Joseph Abuda's happy we're wearing suits in warm weather in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, I mean, you got to... Kansas City can be tough. It's really tough to judge here. When you get here, like, you know, in July and August, I mean, it can be brutal. That's when you got to go to those short sleeve shirts. You have no other option.
1-2 pitch rides inside. 2-2. That was 92 the first night.
Huh?
92 the first night.
I was walking in the car last night looking for you. You were way in front of us last night going to the car. People were laughing at me. Look at the guy in the suit.
Fouled back to the screen. Somehow you got turned around last night. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but you were headed the wrong direction.
I got messed up by, you know, I can't move as quick as you do. So you were getting to the car, and we were following you, and somehow I got spun around where our TV trucks are, and I kept going. I said, these cars aren't pointing in the right direction.
Oh.
We're not going the right way here. But we finally did find it. And then we got lost again for the 2nd night in a row.
There's a pop-up, shortstop way. Escobar on the outfield grass puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Good thing we got Siri, you know, because she didn't get us a lot of wins when we asked for them, but she did help us get. We were lost 2 nights in a row coming out of this ballpark. For some reason, they block off the passageway to 70.
Right.
I don't understand that.
It makes no sense because that's where we need to go.
That's the main road. That's it. And somehow we were in some neighborhood. I don't know where we were.
It's that highway up there above center field that we need to be at.
Goes from St. Louis to Kansas City. It's a pretty important road, and for some reason they block off getting onto it. I don't understand.
Very important for us, especially because that's where our hotel is.
Yeah.
So that's where we need to get to.
Yeah.
And we can't seem to get there. Looks so close. Mookie Betts batting with 2 down in the inning. That's grounded out to short in the first. He doubled in the third, homered in the fifth. Tampa Bay lost today, 1-0 to the Cleveland Indians. Rays have been playing great baseball, as have the Yankees at the top of the division. Tampa Bay had won 4 games in a row prior to that loss to the Indians today. Three balls and a strike to Mookie Betts. 2 down here in the 6th inning. There is ball 4, and down to first base goes Betts. First walk given up by Frazier since coming in. Thursday at 6, tune in to Bruins Face-Off Summer Edition. Billy Jaffe and Barry Peterson will recap the 2015 NHL Awards and preview the upcoming NHL Draft. Bruins Face-Off Summer Edition is brought to you by your New England Nissan dealers. 2 down, Betts at first, and Brock Holt the batter. Brock with a double back to left center field in the first inning, and since then he has flied to center, grounded back to the mound.
That promo you were reading about the chefs getting together and making meals.
Yep.
We read that anymore, or is that over with?
It was Saturday morning, and I believe Saturday is come and gone. So I was down in Playbook yesterday.
That's too bad. I wanted to nominate you, enter you into that competition.
As much as I appreciate the nomination, I believe it's over.
That's too bad because I know you're a good cook, and with you get a healthy style meal. I mean, you get food.
Yep.
When you go to some of these places and you pay like $150, you get like these two little things on your plate.
Right? No, it's not.
Then you go like, where's the food? And it's all, I guess, all about the presentation.
No, when I cook, I usually do a lot of food, Jerry.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
This one foul to the screen, 1-2.
They can take the presentation and they can put it somewhere else and give me some food. You know what I mean? For that kind of money.
You're going to pay over $100. You're going to make sure you get some.
Get some food.
Yeah.
Not 3 little pieces of something on your plate. Well, maybe next year we'll get you in there. I messed up. I thought it was next Saturday.
Frazier off the backside of the hill, going to the rosin. Rain has stayed away here. Rain for a good part of an inning and a half or so. Pretty hard, and flashes of lightning, but now just cloud covered. 1-2 to Brock Holt. And a grounder foul outside of first.
At the pace Frazier's going right now, it could snow before the game's over. It could be like December here in Kansas City. I mean, he's in no rush out there.
No, he is not in a hurry. Right now he's in the midst of a meeting with himself.
Yeah, in the rosin bag.
Holt reaches out, protects plate, fouls it off to the left. Still 1-2. Frazier struck out Diaz at the beginning of the inning, got Leon to pop out to short, where he walked Mookie Betts. Now he's ahead of Brock Holt, 1-2. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. to right field, down the line, and a fair ball to the corner. That'll bang around a bit as Mookie Betts, flying around the bases, headed homeward. It is an RBI double for Brock Holt and an 8-0 Red Sox lead.
Now Brock Holt picks up his second double, had a double back in the first inning, and now drives in Mookie Betts. So with 2 outs, the Red Sox draw the walk-off Frazier, and they score on the double by Brock Holt. Hooking it, playing right down that right field line. And you see Alex Rios playing it very cautiously off the wall. He knows the run's going to score, no need to rush.
Second double of the game for Brock Holt. First RBI, his 17th of the year. And the Red Sox on top 8-0. Here's Dustin Pedroia now. Pedroia's fly to right twice and double to left center field. Two 2-0, and now the catcher Butera going out to talk to Frazier. Action in the Royals pen as Aaron Brooks, a right-hander, up. Chris Young, the starter for Kansas City, went 4 2/3 innings, giving up 7 runs. It's the first run that has been charged to Jason Frazier coming in this inning. Line down the left field line for Pedroia, and that is a fair ball to the corner. Around from second base comes Holt. 2-2 goes Pedroia. He gets there sliding with an RBI double, and the Red Sox take a 9-0 lead.
Great sign for the Red Sox. Pedroia had been 0 for 10 coming into this game, and then went 0 for 2 his first 2 at-bats, but then back-to-back doubles. A double in the 5th inning, and now a double to drive in Holt. Right down that left field line for Pedroia. Again, all this coming with 2 outs for the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on their way to having I hate to say it, but a laugh at today.
Dave Island, the pitching coach, out there right now.
John Farrell early this morning in the lobby of the hotel heading out to the ballpark. He was absolutely miserable after the loss last night, and he kind of perked up a little bit prior to the game when I was talking to him at the clubhouse. So that game last night did not make him very happy at all.
Not much good happened last night, and then you had the 2 injuries as well, Swihart and Sandoval, both day-to-day still, as David Ortiz takes strike 1. David flied out to center in the first, homer in the 4th inning before walking and scoring in the 5th. Stack it up defensively on the right side in the shift. David Ortiz in his career 6 for 22 against Frazier with a home run, 273 average. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. You looking for ways to entertain employees or clients? Take them out for a night at Fenway Park to watch your beloved Red Sox. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. Zoe Kane, the center fielder, over into right center. 1-2. And Ortiz over the shift into right for a base hit. Pedroia is going to try and score. The throw from Rios is cut off, and the Red Sox take a 10-0 lead. So far, a 3-run 6th inning, and Boston on top 10-0.
Now, good signs all over the place today. Pedroia with a couple of hits. David Ortiz with the home run, and now picks up his 2nd RBI. And Ed Yost making his way out to the mound.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Nissan. Get to your Nissan's ride of your life for exciting performance and bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Thank you, New England, for 60 great years. And by your local New England Ford dealers. Now the Kansas City Royals here having some pitching problems this afternoon. Red Sox taking it to them. 10 runs, 10 hits for Boston.
And we talked about the injuries earlier in the show, and we'll do it again as we see Sandoval turning his ankle on a throw to first base, a throw that goes wild, and he has to come out of the game last night. Swihart on a very good play by first baseman Eric Hosmer going to third base in this situation. It becomes a ankle twisted foot or a sprained foot, something like that. It's either the ankle or the foot for Swihart, but both are considered day-to-day, according to John Farrell this morning. We'll see if that remains that way when we get back to Boston on Tuesday.
Now Frazier ends up going an inning, giving up 3 hits. So far, 3 runs, responsible for David Ortiz, who is at first base, walked the batter, struck out a batter, and now Aaron Brooks into the game. His numbers this year with AAA Omaha was starting games for Omaha. It was 4-3 with a 3.42 earned run average. 71 strikeouts to 14 walks. Opponent sitting at 286 against him. He was recalled yesterday from Omaha. He's already marks his 3rd stint with Kansas City this year. Made a relief appearance last time, May the 15th, against the Yankees. Will get immediate care without leaving the ballpark at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center First Aid Station, located behind Section 12 on the lower concourse. The IDMC is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. David Ortiz with a 2 RBI game. Been on base 3 times in this game, including his 10th home run of the year. 2 outs and Ortiz at first. Hanley Ramirez coming up. Hanley homered in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, walked in the 5th. Home run for Ramirez, his 15th of the year. Back in the 2nd inning, solo shot. Red Sox got a run in the 2nd inning, a run in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, and 3 so far here in the 6th inning.
Much different look to this bullpen when the Royals are behind and when they're ahead. You know, every bullpen in baseball has behind guys and ahead guys, and their ahead guys are as good as anybody in the game. And we saw a little bit of that last night.
Now Brooks falling behind Ramirez here, 3-1.
Very strange. The last 3 guys that pitched in the game last night, one went from 100 miles an hour. The next one was about 95, and then down to 91 with the closer. But the closer has a very good breaking ball.
Yeah, velocity-wise, a little bit backwards. Popped up, foul ground, racing over Butera and Hosmer, and neither will have a play. Hosmer going down the steps a little bit. Stay tuned following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final presented by Uno's. Gary Streisky takes a trip to the barber shop with Sox pitcher Joe Kelly.
I wonder if he got a bun in his hair, the striker. Kelly has one.
Yes. They certainly get enough moss to get that done. Put it into a...
Who, the striker?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, does he ever?
Fly ball, short right field. Very deep was Rios. He's coming in. Out goes the second baseman, Infante. Makes the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox tack on 3 more. Take a 10-0 lead. Wade Miley's pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5 innings, 5 hits, no runs. He has walked 3, struck out 2. About to throw his 90th pitch. He's had some long waits today as he deals with Alex Gordon to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. And a pop-up foul off to the left out of play. Defensive change for the Red Sox as in right field now Rusney Castillo. Moving from right to left is Alejandro De Aza. Jared Dyson pinch hitting here and taking a pitch riding inside. So Alex Gordon had been on base twice today, a walk and a single, but Dyson batting for him. And blooping one to left. Incoming is De Aza to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, tonight at 6:30, don't miss the Ultimate Red Sox Show presented by AAA. Look back at Brock Holt's cycle against the Atlanta Braves and hear from Red Sox GM Ben Cherington. That's tonight at 6:30 right here on NESN. One out here in the 6th inning brings up Alex Rios. 0 for 2 today. Rios has fly to center, fly to right. Rolls it over foul towards the end of the Red Sox dugout. To short, Bogarts to the backhand. Throws out Rios. 2 down here in the 6th inning.
Nice backhanded play by Xander Bogaerts. Rios not exactly busting it down the line to first base. Kind of jogging on this ball that was backhanded by Bogarts. He's not even a pitcher yet.
Two down here in the 6th inning. Omar Infante batting. Infante grounded out to third base in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. Fly ball foul down the right field line, out of play. Deep third, Holt, long throw, and it's in time to get Infante. A 1-2-3 6th inning. 10-0. Red Sox have the lead. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Back at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, 10-0. Red Sox have the lead. Xander Bogaerts sends one out to right field. Rios is not going to get there. It falls in for a hit. Bogaerts thinking 2, and Rios with a throw that is very late. A double for Xander Bogaerts to begin the 7th inning.
A lot of doubles for the Red Sox in this game today. Betts with a double, Holt with a double, Pedroia with 2 doubles in the game. Bogaerts now with 2 doubles. This one just blooped down the line, and you can see Rios there chasing it down, and by the time he gets to it, no problem for Bogaerts getting into second base.
I have 7 doubles.
I don't know if I said 7, but
no, you didn't say anything. You said there were a lot. So
no, but then I went through them.
Oh, okay.
You got to listen. You have to listen to your analysts.
7 doubles. That's what I got.
Betts has 1.
Okay.
Holt has 2.
Yeah.
Pedroia has 2.
Yeah.
And Bogaerts has 2.
That's only 6. You're missing 1. Holt's got 1. Betts has got 1.
You're counting wrong. Betts has 1. Holt has 2. Pedroia has 2.
Right.
And Bogaerts has 2. That's 7. Come on. You went to Northeastern.
I get 7. I'll tell you why. You got, hold on. You got Betts with 1, Holt with 2.
Yeah.
Pedroia with 2.
Yep.
What are we up to? That's 5.
Yep.
Then you got 2 for Bogarts. That's 7.
That's correct. That's what I said. Yeah.
That's what you said all along?
Yeah.
Oh. You're all over it then. Really good. Nice analyzing. Really good.
I don't just come here and mail it in. I mean, I count the amount of doubles we get.
When I was counting, as you were saying, I only got 6.
You missed 1.
I don't know. That's fine. Good job.
Thank you.
Keep it going. 2-2.
Want to do home runs now? Want to play home runs?
Sure. What do you got?
I got 1 for Betts. I got 1 for Ortiz. I got 1 for Ramirez.
That's part of the problem. You don't go in order as to how they. That's where I get confused.
So I have a total of 3 home runs.
That's what I have too. Payoff pitch, and a fly ball to center field. Lorenzo Cain will make the catch. First down, no advance for Bogarts. 1 out is check back in with Guerin.
Thanks, Don. Tommy Lane is from the St. Louis area, and he has about 25 people here this weekend. I spoke with his dad, Mark, and his mom, Debbie, who said it's been an incredible few days watching their son. Now, Lane is one of 4 boys, and his parents said he's always been active, always was playing a sport, and it doesn't surprise them at all that he made it to this level. Don Mark Lane said being here this Father's Day weekend has made it very, very special for him.
That was great when you have a chance to see your son play in the major leagues, especially in person here in Kansas City. 1 out, 1 on, and a foul back to the screen. How far are we from St. Louis?
That's a good question. I think it's about a 3-hour drive. Am I correct? 3-hour drive to St. Louis? 4? I'm being told 4.
Breaking ball slipping out of the hand there of Brooks. Rain falling again here in Kansas City. There's Tommy Lane. Alejandro De Aza ducking back out of the way of a pitch in tight. Red Sox have action. Alexia Gondo up in the pen. Wade Miley's thrown 101 pitches through the first 6 innings today. Rod Dyson stayed in the game. He is in left field after pinch hitting for Alex Gordon. (3-1) to De Aza. And a swing and a miss. Full count.
Change up that time from Brooks on the 3-1 count. De Aza sitting on fastball. Does not get it. Gets the off-speed pitch and an off-balance out front swing that time.
Swing and a miss, and De Aza ends up striking out. Second out of the 7th inning.
Back to the off-speed pitch again, and that time getting the swing and missed. Rotation on this looks like a split-fingered fastball, and I believe it is. You can see how much it dipped right toward the end. And that would be the indication of a splitter.
Two down in the 7th with Bogarts at second base. Here is Sandy Leon. Fouls it back below us. Did you miss today's all-new episode of NESN Clubhouse? Catch the encore presentation tonight after Red Sox coverage. NESN Clubhouse is presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Leone takes a ball. Count evens at 1-1. He has struck out, walked, and popped out to shortstop today. On the ground right side to Infante. That'll end the inning as the Red Sox lead Bogaerts at second. 7th inning stretch, 10-0 Boston. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Back in Kansas City where the Red Sox have a 10-0 lead. Time now for the T-Mobile game changer performance and the 3 home runs today for the Red Sox. Hanley Ramirez able to get his 15th home run of the year. 37th RBI. That was in the 2nd inning. And Big Papi David Ortiz with his 10th home run of the season. Mookie Betts with a 2-run shot in the 5th, his 8th of the year. All part of a 10-0 Red Sox lead. Today's game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Wade Miley leaving this game after 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs. Struck out 2 along the way through 101 pitches. For the Royals, Chris Young coming into the game with great numbers, but not so much today. 4 2/3. That's for 7 runs on 7 hits.
You know, it's interesting, Don. You watch those 3 home runs for the Red Sox. You can tell the guys that have been in the big leagues a long time and the guy that has not been in the big leagues a long time when you see contact. First, you see Hanley Ramirez. He's going to stop for a second to watch it. He knows it's gone. Then he runs. David Ortiz is going to do the same thing. He's going to watch his and then go. He knows he's got it, but watch Mookie. Mookie makes contact. He's gone. You can tell the guys that have hit a lot of home runs in the big leagues and those who have not yet.
A new pitcher for the Red Sox after Wade Miley went the first 6. Alexia Gondo now into the game. 28th appearance, 1-0 with a 3.54 earned run average, 20 strikeouts to 9 walks. Opponents hitting at .225 against Gondo. Good outing today for Wade Miley. Got himself out of a couple of jams. Kansas City leaving 7 men on base, and that started right out of the chute in the first inning when the Royals had the bases loaded with 2 down and got Rios to fly out to center. Miley with a chance to pick up his 7th win of the year. Colon hits a fly ball to right field. Rusney Castillo in and over. Makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. One out in the 7th inning brings up Drew Butera, who is 0 for 2 today. Lined out to left and fouled out to left. Both times Hanley Ramirez was out there to make the catch. Now he'll go to right and try Rusney Castillo. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Top of the order, Alcides Escobar coming up. Tuesday at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abood, available at Men's Warehouse. Adam Pellerin and Steve Lyons will preview the upcoming 10-game divisional stretch for the Red Sox. Go down in the 7th for Escobar. Escobar has grounded out to second, flied out to center, and walked. Gondo pitched in the game on Friday night. Stranded 2 inherited runners left on by Eduardo Rodriguez in the 7th inning. Simply get Infante to ground out and Escobar to pop out. Two balls and a strike. Gondo has not been charged with a run of his own in his last 5 games, 5 1/3. Opponent sitting at 125 against Gondo last 5 outings. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Has fallen behind Escobar, 3-1. And he walks him with 2 outs here in the inning. Second time Escobar has walked today. Have a son or daughter who wants to learn more about baseball or the Red Sox? Visit NessonClubhouse.com. Has videos, games, and a whole lot more. It's fun, free, and easy to use. Visit NessonClubhouse.com today. 2 outs, Escobar at first base, and here's Lorenzo Cain. Cain struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, singled to right in the 5th. Cain fooled on the pitch, grabs the inside corner for a strike. Oh, 2.
Slider by Gondo there, keeping it away. First breaking ball was inside. That one off the outside part of the plate. Gondo basically fastball, slider, pitcher, occasional changeup, not many, especially working out of the bullpen. Gondo, when he was in Texas at the time, was a starter and spent some time doing that, spent some time in the bullpen, a little bit of everything. Is that Slugger or is that
Slugger and his dad, I believe?
Oh yeah, I see the cane, yeah.
Swinging a foul tip for strike 3. Gondo works the 7th, does it well. 10-0 Red Sox have the lead.
Bank. After today's game, the Sox head home for an off day tomorrow, followed by 10 straight divisional games. The Sox host the Orioles Tuesday through Thursday, and then they take a road trip to Tampa Bay and Toronto. After that series against the Blue Jays, Don, the Sox will be home until after the All-Star break.
All right, thanks very much, Garrett. 10-0. Red Sox have the lead here as they wrap up this road trip today in Kansas City. Brooks back on the mound, and a fly ball off the bat of Mookie Betts to center field. Lorenzo Cain going back, and that ball is going to be off the wall. Cain plays the carom, and Betts thinking 3. He will get there standing without a problem. So Mookie Betts, who is now a single shy of hitting for the cycle, has got himself a triple.
Yeah, if the Red Sox can have a big inning, he might get that chance to come back up again. Lorenzo Cain, to me, wasn't exactly busting it after this long fly ball. He kind of gliding after it like he had a shot at it, and then it goes off the wall. Instead of running hard to one spot to get back to the wall, it was almost like he was, gliding after it, thinking he could make the catch, but he got over his head, and Betts ends up at third base.
Now Brock Holt fouls it off himself in the batter's box. Infield in here for Kansas City. Holt with 2 hits in the game, both doubles. And a fly ball headed towards right center field for Brock Holt. And that ball is not going to be caught by Cain. Gets away, easily scoring from third is Betts. Holt is headed for third, and he will get there standing. So the Red Sox with back-to-back triples and an 11-0 lead.
What an offensive explosion today for the Red Sox, and a lot of doubles, triples, home runs. Nice effort by Cain in center field that time, but Holt with a 3-for-5 afternoon has also driven in 2 runs. Cain, he looks like he's going to go into the dive, but can't quite catch up to it. Gets by him, and Brock Holt ends up at third base.
Now, top 2 hitters in the Red Sox order. Betts with 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Brock Holt with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Now Pedroia will take strike 1 on the outside corner. Showed you the numbers for Aaron Brooks, a guy who was starting games at AAA Omaha. So he's going to go a while here so that they don't have to use up the bullpen. We got the former starter logging some innings here out of the pen for Ned Yost. Kazawa getting ready in the pen for Boston. Hasn't pitched since Wednesday night. On the ground and by the dive of Colon at third base. Holt will score, and the Red Sox take a 12-0 lead. Dustin Pedroia with his 3rd hit, 2nd RBI.
Well, had a slow start to the day, 0 for 2, but now since that time, 3 for 3. Couple of RBIs gives him a total of 30 now on the season, and a pinch runner at first base for Dustin Pedroia. This is the base hit that gets by the dive at third base by Colon. Looks like Travis Shaw running at first base.
So Shaw now pinch running at first base. David Ortiz the batter. And David will take ball 1. Red Sox, couple of triples today. Last 8 games, they've had 8 triples, only 7 triples in the first 63 games of the year. Ortiz fouling it off into the seats. David's been on base 3 times today. Home run, a walk, and a single. fouling, or rather Ortiz fouling it off to the left out of play. Lined and caught. Look towards first base, but no chance for the double play. Infante at second base reels it in. Ortiz the first out here of the 8th inning.
Another ball hit very hard by a member of the Red Sox. Ortiz with a line drive, but Infante there to make the play on him.
Rusney Castillo batting for the first time today. Castillo taking over in right field with Diaz moving from right to left when Hanley Ramirez came out of this game. Ramirez today had a home run back in the second inning, his 15th of the year. Red Sox getting plenty of runs. Hanley Ramirez coming out for the remainder of the game, no injury. To third base, and Colon will go to second for one, on to first for two. Quick turn there by Infante. Red Sox add on 2 more, take a 12-0 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now on southwest.com. Your local Subaru dealers. Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. And by the Kia Sorrento. Welcome back to Kansas City. 12-0. Red Sox have the lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Changes defensively for Boston. Travis Shaw stays in the game, takes over at third base. Moving from third to second base is Brock Holt. And the Red Sox have their third pitcher of the game, Junichi Tazawa. 33rd appearance of the year, 0-3 with a 3.07 earned run average. 28 strikeouts to 6 walks, and opponents hitting at .225 against Tazawa. He has not worked since Wednesday night, game 1 of the 2-game series in Atlanta. Popped up foul off to the left by Eric Hosmer.
Red Sox have the off day tomorrow. Don't want Tazawa to go too long without pitching in a game. So in here for the 8th inning, even with the big lead.
That last outing in Atlanta went 2/3 of an inning, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs. On the ground and through into right field, a base hit for Hosmer. Let's take a closer look at Tuesday's starting pitchers. Joe Kelly goes up against Ubaldo Jimenez. Wednesday against the Braves. Kelly got a no decision, going 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. This closer look is brought to you by FWWeb Selection Expertise Solutions. More at FWWeb.com. Lead runner on here for the Royals in the bottom of the 8th inning. And it brings up Kendrys Morales. Single to center, single to third. And struck out swinging. Popped up foul off to the left, out of play. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Jerry, you're talking about when you don't get much food. As far as when you go to a meal, you spend $100. This is what you missed in spring training when I had for the guys over. Now that is a meal right there. That's what you expect.
That's why I wanted to enter you in the contest. I mean, no shortage of salad.
No.
Look at the size of the beef.
Shrimp presentation.
And, is that what was that shrimp?
Those were the porterhouse steaks. Those were the shrimp.
That's some good stuff. I mean, that's not when you talk about a meal.
Yeah,
that's a meal. I mean, that's very nice done. And the presentation is beautiful.
A little bit of oil.
That drives me crazy when you go out, you take the wife out for an anniversary dinner, and this fancy place, and they come out with this nothing. There's nothing on your plate. It's ridiculous.
1-2 to Morales on the ground, softly hit. Bit of a shift on here to second for 1. They will not have a chance for a double play. Do get the lead runner though in Hosmer. 4-6 on the force out there.
Next year, I'd appreciate it if you wait till I get to spring training before you have that dinner, so I can be invited to come to it. You had that before I arrive in camp.
Absolutely. That was done like, I don't know. Yeah, it was before you came down. It was February something, so you weren't there yet.
Yeah, it was early. You made sure you got it in before I got down there.
So next year we'll wait for you.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Who did you have over?
It was like 7 or 8 of us.
7 or 8?
Our crew. Yeah, the guys that were basically everybody that was down there at spring training at the time. As a pitch will miss outside. But you weren't there. Yeah, you didn't usually come down to March 1st.
No, I don't need a lot of spring training. I just I report about March 1st, and that's enough.
Roll in for the entire month.
Actually, I can't get my condo to March 1st, so that's the problem.
That's the real issue.
That's the issue there.
Jared Dyson batting for the second time. He flied out first time up.
I don't think this year I was ever happier to get to spring training after the terrible winter we had. Miserable February. Just awful. Every other day. Snow. Couldn't wait to get down there. Did you make people pay for their meals? Or?
No. I sent out a group of bills at the end.
Come by with the check.
Should have tipped your waiter.
Yeah. That's very generous.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We had 4. I think. No, we had 3 of the 4 camera guys.
Really?
Yes. Gary Streisky was there. Mike Narachi was there. There's a ground ball down the first baseline foul. I'm trying to remember who else.
I understand there's a group picture that they're trying to keep.
Oh, okay, good, because I had forgotten now. I mean, basically what I said was, whoever's there, down there for Nesson.
Yeah.
We're going to have dinner at the place I stay at in Fort Myers.
Of course, you could have told Kathy we could wait a couple more days till Jerry gets here, but you didn't bother doing that.
No, well, we couldn't wait. It just worked out that it was that night, too, that everybody was off. That was the other thing, because not everybody was working. Stryker, I think, was the only one that was actually working. He still made it. It's a swing and a miss as Dyson strikes out, 2 down in the 8th. First strikeout for Tazawa.
Does it on a split-fingered fastball, too, as you can see it dipping down and out of the strike zone. Dyson has had a couple of at-bats since being in the game. He's 0 for 2.
Alex Rios 0 for 3 in the game. Has flied out twice and grounded out to shortstop. And he takes strike one. On the ground to short. Bogaerts will go the easy way to second, underhanded to retire Morales and to end the 8th. We head to the 9th, 12-0 Boston. Twelve to nothing. Red Sox have the lead as we head to the 9th inning back in Kansas City. A lot of this crowd has ducked out. 37,975 were here today, but it's rained on again, off again. And if you're a Royals fan, the score not to your liking as we head here to the 9th. Xander Bogaerts with a swing and a miss for strike one. Xander today with 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in, 2 for 4 day. Aaron Brooks has done a nice job for Ned Yost coming into this game. Been in the game since the 6th inning, still pitching here into the 9th. Down the right field line, and that is going to be a fair ball. Xander Bogaerts headed for extra bases. Alex Rios will dig it out, but it is the 3rd double of the day for Xander Bogaerts.
Well, when you're hot, and you're using all the field, and that time Xander going to the opposite field to pick up the base hit. And look at the play of the game, brought to you by Toyota. As the gapper, a 3-base hit, a 3-run score, I should say, on the Bogaerts double.
Leadoff double here in the 9th inning for Xander. Now Mike Napoli. Napoli 0 for 4 today. Red Sox have 15 hits, but the 7, 8, 9 men do not have a hit. Napoli, De Aza, or Leon, all without base hits. Napoli hits a fly ball to right field. Rios coming in for the first out of the inning. Let's check out this table, Jerry, to figure out who was at the table, just so we clear up the fact that you were definitely not there.
Okay.
But the person I forgot was Steve Garabedian, who was first there as a producer at Nesson.
Who's that?
Steve Garabedian.
What does he do?
First on the right. He's a producer.
Okay.
Michael Narachi, director.
Michael, yeah.
Barry Streisky in the back right. Brian Brennan, camera. Chris Delgado, camera. John Martin, camera.
And you.
And then the host there. Yes. So there you go. That's who was there. And we missed you. So we'll wait next year for you to come down to spring training.
Seven people. That must have cost you a lot. That's more than 1 day's per diem.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm happy to have everybody there. They work so hard for us behind the scenes. The least I can do. One out, Bogarts at second base, and Alejandro De Aza 0 for 4 today. He's popped out twice and struck out twice. Tap foul, 1-2. De Aza went around, tried to hold up, could not, and he strikes out for the third time today. 2 down. A Tuesday at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. Ben Charrington will stop by and talk about the state of the Red Sox. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Xander Bogaerts doubled to begin the inning, still at second base with 2 down. And here's Sandy Leon. Struck out, walked, popped out, and grounded out. Into right center field for a base hit. From second base comes Xander Bogaerts, and the Red Sox take a 13-0 lead.
Well, Sandy Leon joins the party right now. He waited till his last at bat to pick up the base hit, the RBI. That's his third RBI of the season. As Bogaerts comes around the score. Quite an afternoon for the Red Sox offense today, and also very good pitching in this game for Boston.
Well, Mookie Betts a single shy to hit for the cycle today after he's doubled, homered, and tripled. Now he will lift a fly ball to center field. Lorenzo Cain looking up. Makes the catch that ends the inning. The Red Sox score another run, take a 13-0 lead to the bottom of the ninth. 13-0. Red Sox have the lead over the Kansas City Royals. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning, and the sun is now out here in Kansas City for the first time today. And in today for the Red Sox is Koji Uehara in the ninth inning to get some work. Off day tomorrow for the Red Sox. 26th appearance for Koji. 2-3 with a 2.86 earned run average. In save situations this year, he's 14 out of 16. 26 strikeouts on the season for Uehara, who will deal with the bottom third of the Royals order here in the ninth inning. Starts with Omar Infante, who was 0 for 3 in the game. His 14th save of the season Thursday night in Atlanta. At a perfect ninth inning with 2 strikeouts. His first save opportunity since June the 6th against Oakland. Not been a lot lately for Koji. That'll bounce in, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Infante. Kazawa went an inning of relief, giving up a hit. No runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out a batter. Christian Colon waiting on deck for the Royals here in the ninth. Lined and into left field for a base hit over the outstretched glove of Xander Bogaerts. Infante's got a base hit to begin the bottom of the ninth inning.
A hanging split-fingered fastball that time from Uehara, staying up in the zone, and Infante picks up his first hit of the day and extends a hitting streak to 7 games now for the Royals second baseman. There's the elevated split-fingered fastball that goes for the base hit. Kind of games that closers don't like to be in, but no are necessary, especially after having time off.
Clone 0 for 3. Flight out to left, flight out to center, flight out to right. Fly ball again, this time to left. Ayaza makes the catch for the first out of the ninth inning. One out, one on. Drew Butera, 0 for 3 in the game. Lined out to left, fouled out to left, and flied out to right. Sends one out towards right center field. Coming in is Rusney Castillo, and he can't get it. He'll grab it on a hop. Backed up by Betts. Tried to slide his way in to make that grab, and base hit for Butera. Infante takes second.
Yeah, right toward the end of the bat. And a lot of times when that happens, that'll freeze an outfielder for a second. And then by the time he gets going, he can't quite get there in time. Castillo into the slide, cannot make the play. So a couple of base runners here for the Royals in the ninth.
Two on, one away, and Alcides Escobar now the batter. Swinging a foul tip at the plate. Escobar is grounded out to second, flied out to center, walked in the 5th, walked in the 7th. Oh, 0-2. Uehara in save situations this year has given up 3 earned runs in 15 innings. In 9 non-save situations, a 5.14 earned run average. Comes back and strikes out Escobar for the second out of the ninth inning.
Elevates the fastball that time at about 87, 88 miles an hour. for Uehara to pick up the strikeout. 88 on the Amica Pit Zone.
2 down for Lorenzo Cain. He has struck out, walked, single to right, and struck out again. Takes strike one. Wade Miley, 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs today. Walked 3, struck out 2. In line for his 7th win of the year. Good work out of the pen by Agondo, Tazawa, and now Uehara for the 9th. Foul back, 1-2. $13 runs, 16 hits, no errors for Boston. No runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Kansas City. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the 9th. Fly ball down the right field line, foul and out of play. Line to right center field, and that's going to get in. Around from second base comes Infante. He'll score the first Royals run. Now Butera going to try and score. He will. 2 runs in for Kansas City, and it's now 13-2.
Now Cain has 1 hitter that's had success today against the Red Sox. He's got a couple of hits. He's walked. He's driven in 2. Fastball from Uehara stays away, and going the other way is Cain. Impressive offensive player. Hit him second or third in the lineup.
Now Hosmer. 2 hits today. Single to center in the first, single to right in the 8th. Two and 0. Big swing there and a miss. 2-1.
Hosmer expecting the fastball, and I don't blame him. It's 13-2. You'd think you'd get it, but no, he gets a split-fingered fastball.
2-2.
Again.
Fly ball left field. De Aza is back there. He'll make the catch and the Red Sox win. So the Red Sox able to come into Kansas City and take 2 out of 3 from the Royals. They bang out 13 runs on 16 hits. And big days today for certainly the guys at the top of the order for the Red Sox. Betts with 3 hits, Holt with 3 hits, and also Dustin Pedroia with a 2-hit performance in this game as well. The Red Sox win it 13-2, and a nice way to finish the road trip, Adam.